So if you've been following our videos on Pine Hollow, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but today our biggest project yet is supposed to be 100% complete.
Yeah, we're over 5 months on this job now. That's a long time for a big project. There's been a huge amount of construction delays. Supposed to be finished today. Let's see if it is.
We're gonna go inside and actually see if this thing's done and ready.
Let's go.
So now that we're walking into our final product, if you're just tuning into the channel, thanks for coming in. If you haven't seen this house before, that's okay, because today we're supposed to be looking at a totally finished multi-million-dollar renovation project. And what we're gonna do is go through with a fine-tooth comb and find all the things that you should be looking for even on your first renovation. Quality control, things that aren't done right.
Before we walk through the property though, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss this video or any others that we post.
All right, I see a lot in front of us, so let's get to it.
5 months in, man, it's obviously not 100% complete.
Right, so there's obviously people here doing some painting, there's stuff all over the place. So when the contractor says, hey, it's gonna be done today, and unfortunately it's not, that's kind of a letdown as well, being that the project has already been very delayed.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys here working on final items. You know, I don't know what's complete or not complete yet, but we're definitely gonna pick it apart. So, you know, one positive that I see that we've been complaining about for months is our slider door though.
Our glass is in. We've had our frame in for quite a while, and our home has been open to the elements for how many weeks now?
Yeah, for 5 months.
So now we got our official doors in. I don't even want to mess with these yet because it looks like they're not 100% complete.
Yeah.
There's still a little bit of trimming to do to actually finish it and make it look fully built in and clean. So I don't even want to mess with the lock and open it because I don't know if these doors are going to fall apart or not.
Please do not touch the doors.
But at least they're here, they're on site. That's a positive.
No, it is. But once again, still finished work to do, and
Yeah.
today is our final day.
Right.
So next week we plan to list this property, so we really have absolutely no time left. We're on a huge deadline, so let's keep looking around.
So the kitchen's looking really good. You remember in an earlier video or from our TikTok, we did ask you guys whether we were gonna paint these cabinets or not. You guys voted black, go ahead and paint them. So we did, and I think they look awesome.
Look at how amazing these cabinets look black. This island is truly a showpiece for this house. It's over 12 feet long, over 4.5 feet wide. It definitely makes this house feel upscale and elegant.
Now that I'm looking at some of the details though, you had pointed this out, it looks like we need some trim pieces to really finish off the appliances to make them look absolutely flush at the way they're supposed to when they're built in.
Yeah, this needs some trim. Obviously, there's no doors on the walk-in pantry right now, so those need to be finished still. So there's still some trim work and finish work to do on the cabinets throughout the property. Also, I just see paint touch-up that needs to be done all over the cabinets. As you can see, there's some cracks here in the cabinets that need to be fixed. So I don't know where the cabinet guy's at, but he's not here right now, and we have a lot of cabinet work to do in this kitchen.
Yeah.
Kind of an issue.
One of the coolest things is our pop filler. Honestly, we may have picked one that's a little bit too small.
I think it's too small, dude.
And it looks crooked to me. It doesn't even look like it's installed level.
Is there bigger ones that we could buy?
There's definitely bigger ones we could buy. I'm sure we could Amazon something and have it here like in a couple days.
I think we got to do that. It looks really small on this wall. So that's one thing, is you never know what something's going to look like until it's actually finally finished and installed. So oftentimes we do make last minute changes and adjustments. That being one of them that definitely needs to be done because it looks really small on this massive wall.
Now we have been waiting for quite a while to get all of our handles installed and our shelves installed. One thing I want to test while we're here is these shelves are supposed to be underlit.
Yeah.
LED lighting down here glowing down. So where do you think we can turn these on?
I see the lights are definitely installed. This looks like the switch for it, and it doesn't look finished. So I don't think we're going to be testing those lights today, which once again is a little bit of an issue being that we're supposed to be finished here. So.
That looks hazardous. Don't touch that.
One thing I want to ask you guys about, now that we have the cabinets black,
Yeah.
the hardware on the cabinets kind of just blend in. We're thinking maybe to get them to stand out, we change these black cabinet handles to brushed nickel so that they match the appliances and kind of maybe stand out against the black cabinets. What do you guys think? Black or brushed nickel for the hardware?
That could be cool. Drop a comment and we honestly might do it, just like we painted them. Now coming into the living room, Now that this is all finished and cleaned, you can really feel like the flow from one room to another.
Yeah.
The shelves are looking really nice, that they're all on the same plane, same level.
Yeah, and that's one thing we mentioned in our recent videos or our past videos of this home when we were doing the design is we've talked a lot about these shelves. They just recently got installed. And as you can see, like we said, it looks very cohesive from one side of the living room all the way through the kitchen.
I'm thinking we got to have our stager put some like really cool stuff on here to really like bring some height off of these shelves. Big vases or big plants. Because essentially that's why we built this whole platform here.
Right, decor.
Decorate it, right?
Fill it up.
Yeah.
I think a lot of whites or whites with green plants coming out of them will really make this whole wall pop.
Yep.
One thing that looks awesome though is this 100-inch LED fireplace. It's actually not that expensive. This fireplace only costs about $1,500 and it does put out heat. So in the winter, it acts like a typical fireplace does. It puts out heat, which is pretty cool. In the summer, you obviously don't need to blow the hot air out of it, and it still creates a really nice ambiance for when you're sitting on the couch. So I always suggest putting an LED fireplace in.
And it looks great right over the top of our, how big is this? Like 85-inch TV?
Trav, how big is this? 90 something?
100.
The
100
TV.
inch. Oh, sorry, that one's 84. 84-inch TV, beautiful. So on our luxury properties, we actually buy these, install them, hang them, and set them all up for the end buyer. So basically you're walking into a house with a full renovation that's all brand new, but also you get a couple TVs with it too.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool to see like how, scalability wise, how big this room actually is. You don't really realize it because the ceiling fan's a 99-inch ceiling fan. This fireplace is a 100-inch fireplace, and the TV's an 84 or 85-inch TV on the wall. This is a huge room.
It's gigantic. It's perfect for like a giant sectional sofa that you can kind of tuck up into the corner here, and you can still have so much room for like all kinds of chairs, huge coffee table. I'm sure just like the scale of the room, all the furniture that somebody buys and puts in here, it's also gonna be massive.
Yeah, this is like the entertainer's dream home. I mean, from the living room to the kitchen to the main area. Let's go check out the dining area and see what's over here. So coming into the dining area, it's finally coming together now that the doors are in. It feels like its own space. This box turned out super cool, this soffit.
It's really clean look. We copied my house and brought a little personal element into the flip, which I love. This is honestly a lot bigger and way better than the one I have in my house is.
These lights do have to be adjusted though. They're kind of all over the place. Really, they're supposed to be more horizontal than vertical.
You can bend the arms. I'm not gonna do it right now, but you can bend the arms and make them look however you want.
Yeah, so I think the lights need to be adjusted a bit.
We're supposed to have the glow as well.
Right.
Around all this. That's why we installed 2 switches here.
Yeah.
And I don't see that installed yet, so there's another note that we're missing. So the reason that it's floated off the ceiling is because we put rope lighting in all around it. So once that's turned on, essentially this whole platform is just gonna glow across the ceiling.
Man, that's gonna look really nice.
It's a really cool look.
Yeah. So going to the office, the next main room of the house, glass is in, looks great. They're doing some drywall around it. Come on inside of it. Look at how big this office is and how custom this office is.
This is no small office. And the moment we decided to make this an office, the reason I really loved that idea is because you're open to the entire house.
Yeah.
You have so much light coming into the room, and you can see almost end to end in your house, in your office.
It's a beautiful office. Some of the work we did here is actually not too expensive either. You know, the boarding and the trim work on this wall is probably about a $1,500 job, and it really elevates the room. The sconces look beautiful. The light definitely matches. But look at how cool this is. The dual-sided wine cellar. We're gonna put 80 bottles of wine here. That's gonna be really cool to look at when you're sitting in your office doing work. One thing that we did last minute, which we always like to do last minute throw-ins to try to upgrade the house, is these are extra cabinets from the center island in the kitchen because they were too deep for the overhang on the island. So we decided, let's just throw them in the office, add some more storage to the office, and throw some counter on it.
Yeah.
So now you could put, more decor up here. You could even hang free-hanging shelves if you want. But I think it definitely, makes the room feel a little bit more complete. Yeah. And adds more storage to the office space. So really love that this came together nicely.
but I'm looking at them right here. They're obviously like pretty beat up. I don't know if that was from removing them from the island or what, but they need quite a bit of touch up, especially on this side. So even though it's installed and it's done, and this is like scratched too. This is not just like paint. So obviously some work to do here, even though they've already got it set in place and installed. But other than that, I think the office is pretty much done.
Yep. So a lot of stuff to still be done in the main living area of the house. We haven't really been to the secondary bedroom area of the house in a long time. So let's walk this way, see what else needs to be done. I can see right away that they still have a lot of trim work to do on this side of the house as well.
Base touch up, casing
touch up here.
This is the actual bedroom where this wasn't a bedroom, but we turned this into a bedroom and we added the bathroom and the closet in here. So now that we're down on this end of the house, we have 2 other bathrooms, which are a Jack and Jill bathroom. And honestly, they look really nice and really clean. They're really big bedrooms throughout this whole house, which I love.
Yeah, and now that we added that one, this house is a 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom house. So plenty of room for everyone in the family.
Trav's going through and checking all the closets. So we did install new closet bars. Those doors were reused, but obviously freshly painted with new hardware and new tracking below. So we want to make sure all that stuff, even the little things, are in place.
Yeah, we're looking through the house for, they're doing paint touch-up. We want to notice any major cracking or major paint blemishes throughout the house so we can make sure to mark those and get those done while the painters are here, because once they leave, it's hard to get them to come back.
Like this.
Yeah, what is that? That's the thermostat.
This looks like a thermostat, and this probably needs to be on the wall somewhere, or it's not really gonna work.
So we have 1 garage on this side of the house and 2 garages on the opposite side. So now that we're on this side, let's check this garage out. First thing I notice is all this cabinetry in here should definitely have been removed, and it looks like they just recently painted the garage walls. So now they got to remove that, fix the trim, come back and repaint.
Which makes me think that they thought these were supposed to stay because they obviously just painted around them.
Yeah, so not only a mistake, but also definitely going to be a delay on the project.
Since this is a golf club community, like you normally would use this single car that's separate from your other garage for like a golf cart, but that is really the only thing you can do with it with all of this storage here. So we wanted to at least give people the option to pull a full car in here by removing all of this storage. Honestly, there's so many other places in this house to put all your stuff, so I don't really think you need it.
I don't think so either. I think we definitely want the 1-car garage here. Last thing I noticed in the garage is it's got the old epoxy flooring in it. We definitely want to re-epoxy these floors, make them look brand new and pristine for the future buyers. So a lot of work to be done in here. It doesn't all happen in one day. Obviously another concern with delays.
The only issue I have is this is supposed to be done today, and this is a lot of demo and cabinets, and they took our dumpster away because this house is supposed to be done. So they're gonna have to figure out a way to get this out of here.
Trav, did we tell them to take this stuff out of here?
Absolutely. Trav says yes, so it should have been done.
So now we're on the opposite side of the house in the master bedroom. As you can see, some finalized work going on here. This is gonna look amazing though. We decided last minute to shiplap this whole buffet wall, and then we got 3 block wall sconces going on it as well. So that's actually gonna turn out really nice.
Yep, just gotta get it done. Now that we're into the master bedroom, they've honestly done a pretty good job here, and I think they finished this a few days ago. So I don't really see a hell of a lot to do in here. The fireplace is in, it's working. The TVs are hung. All our lights are in and our fans in. This room is basically an empty shell, but it looks great and it's pretty much done.
Yeah, fresh carpet. Let's go to the master bath. Lots to still do here. So our closet build out is gonna go in the next 2 days. So that's something that we know is not going to be done today, but I'm looking at like the custom doors here.
So what we found is actually that these were painted with some sort of brackets on them to hold them up. Maybe they painted them in the garage, but they forgot to come in here and actually touch up the rest.
So paint touch up on the custom doors, going into the master shower. Looks like they got the new glass in, which is great, but I think it might be missing a piece too.
There's supposed to be a piece over here that actually goes right over the door, mounts up to the soffit, but it pivots and allows steam to come in and out of the shower.
But it looks great.
Yeah.
We got the bigger tub in, so there was originally a small tub installed. They reinstalled a larger tub, which is great.
You know what I want to look at is this faucet looks a little bit funny. This thing looks like it just barely gets into the tub. I guess that should work though.
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all.
Oh, looks good.
So you got the faucet there, and what's really cool is you get the
hand spray as well.
Hand wash as well. So a pretty cool spa style shower. 2 heads, a rain head, and a bathtub, all inside this massive glass shower. This is pretty custom.
The only thing extra that I'm seeing is now I'm naked here inside the shower. Isn't this window supposed to be a privacy window?
It is.
Because this is pretty much wide open to anyone who's putting in the putting green.
Not a lot left to do in the master as well. Obviously some paint touch-up, some trim touch-up here. Glass is missing, that's a big question mark. Where's our glass at? It takes a while to get in, so I'm kind of concerned about that. But all in all, I think it looks really good in here.
The biggest thing in here is getting our closets built.
Yeah.
Sheesh. When's that happening?
Monday.
Monday, closets are going in Monday. So we're walking out into our backyard again. I don't really want to risk sliding these doors open, so we're using our other door here.
Yeah.
But now that I'm looking at this from the other side, there's a lot of finish work to do around this.
Yeah, if you come down close here, you can see that there's a big gap underneath this slider. You still got the shims in underneath it, and this front curb's really rough.
I want to dress that up because I don't want this door to look like an afterthought. If you guys remember from other videos, we actually poured up this section of the covered patio. So that's all concrete that we added. So it's essentially just raw concrete that they painted with the rest of the house. But I would love to see like maybe tile pieces come out and wrap down here, or maybe just painted a fresh color or shimmed so it's like actually smooth, because it looks rough.
We have to do something to it, obviously, because there's like a 1/4 inch gap underneath the trim piece, underneath the track. So something's got to be done here, but this is not fast to fix either. You know, we're on a very tight schedule and there's a lot to do in this backyard. I'm a little concerned about it.
I know, I mean, not just cleaning it all, because obviously during construction, they're doing all kinds of stucco work and drywall work, and there's mud and stuff everywhere for them to do all that. Even our windows.
Look at this,
Down here, they destroyed some of that.
The deck needs to be touched up and patched and painted.
Our windows have thinset or stucco all over them. And that's from here all the way to the master. So the cleaners better be aware of that, because sometimes that's stuff that they won't do.
Yeah, we clearly need a lot of landscape work to be done here. All these little flags are going to be new lights. So we're putting over 50 new track lights or pathway lighting throughout the entire backyard. It's going to look really nice and lit up.
Yep. So then you're going to flow through here, all lit up as your walkway. We have our new covered patios, which are already in.
Look at how cool this is. The slide is up and running.
Go down it.
Should we go in it? That would be fun.
That would be cool.
Pool looks beautiful. Slide is working well. That's actually really cool to have on.
I'm glad to see the new color here of our deck that was painted.
Yeah.
They made a mistake and painted it like a pinkish color, which was just way off.
Yeah.
This one actually matches everything else
This
really
looks
nice.
really good.
So walking through our pathway, I do see some sort of a positive that's right in front of us here.
This is pretty cool looking.
Oh man, this looks great.
We had to rock, of course, the black and gray for the Raiders.
We decided to
Our
put
home
a
team.
full sport court down here instead of just leaving it concrete and cool decking, which it was before. We could have just painted the key and painted the 3-point line, which is not bad, but this is way better.
Yeah, this looks awesome, feels cool. We don't have any basketballs to play with though.
We're buying basketballs, and when we throw our open house party here, we're playing. So every time we walk this house, I get super excited because you see something else that is finished and it comes to life, and I'm really happy with it. But honestly, today's the day where it's supposed to be done, and it's nowhere near done.
Dude, honestly, I think we're gonna have to cancel our party next week. I don't think this is gonna go on the market in the next 5 days.
We're trying to throw an event and invite all of our agents in our company, invite other agents in town who've been asking to see what we do, to come by, walk through the house, throw a little get together with food, wine, and music to have everyone come in and see the finished product. And we scheduled it for a certain day based on the contractor saying that this would be done.
There's way too much to do here. This is probably another 7 to 10 days worth of work to truly get it to where we want it to be. I don't know what to do.
We can't sacrifice on quality because something this nice and this luxury has to be done perfectly. So if we have to delay it, we have to delay it.
I agree. So stay tuned for the next episode to see what it looks like when it's finally finished, finally staged. Hopefully we can get it there in the next couple days.
And when we do that final walkthrough and final reveal, once it's 100%, we might even invite somebody special to do it with us.
So make sure to subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions regarding this property, this flip, or any other investments regarding real estate, drop a comment below. We're always happy to help.
But you know, until then,
We'll see you on the flip side.